Bright blessings, all you beautiful people. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius for November. I'm an Aquarius reader. All right, so I'm looking at... We're starting off with the Page of Cups in reverse. All right. So maybe right now you're experiencing a dip in the finances. It feels like the Page of Cups represents luck. Something working out that you didn't plan on working out, or maybe it feels like you're facing like an uphill battle with something. But don't look at it like that, because I'm looking at the Five of Clubs, and the Five of Clubs represents whatever you're working on, whatever project you're working on is going to be successful. It represents a successful business, a successful partnership. So whatever project that you're working on, it is going to come to fruition. Sometimes it just takes times for manifestations to catch up to the timeline. It feels like this has been pulling your attention. Maybe you're too focused on your finances and you should be more focused on other things in your life. Especially when we're talking about growth, spiritual growth, expanding your travels, expanding, your daily routine as well. So this is encouraging you to switch up your routine, to try new things. Next, I'm looking at the Devil energy in reverse. So the Devil energy in reverse represents whatever you're getting ready to go through, you're handling it very well. This actually represents some type of loss occurring. Maybe this is like a toxic partner or a toxic situation moving out of your life. Something toxic leaving your life. You making a good decision, a solar plexus balancing chakra decision. All right. So whenever you make decisions in life, you're either making them on the negative side or the positive side, especially when it comes to setting boundaries with people and using the solar plexus. So coming from a balanced place by setting healthy boundaries with people is going to be a huge priority for you. I'm seeing that you're learning many lessons through this. Make sure you're aware of every situation is multifaceted. It's meant to teach you many things, not just one thing. I'm also looking at the Nine of Spades. The Nine of Spades is like the worst card in the deck. This represents death. Death of somebody you love, death of a relationship, death of a job, death of a partnership, death of a parent. It could be even your death. So some type of toxic situation or a toxic partner is going to be leaving your life through some means. Moving down the timeline, I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the 6 into the 3, and it's on the quartz crystal. The 6 represents the mother or the parent role. If you think about it, the 6 is shaped like a pregnant woman. So it represents parenthood, being a positive role model in your relationship, whether that's a romantic relationship or that's a parent-child relationship. The 3 represents the child. So this would speak on the parent-child relationship. But again, this could speak on the masculine and feminine role in a partnership as well. All right. So I'm looking at it's split. There's a downward facing triangle coming in between the dice. So I'm seeing that there's some type of feminine energy that you guys are working through, that's pushing you guys in different directions. So make sure you're overcoming that by adding in masculine energy to the relationship. And this is taking control of the situation. If there needs to be an apology, if there needs to be boundaries set in place, there needs masculine energy is action. So taking action on something. I'm seeing that it works out. I'm seeing you bring in balance to the situation. Right, next, we're jumping down the timeline. It looks in the near future. I'm looking at the Nine of Pentacles speaks on abundance, right? So this is like abundance, like financial abundance. This could be just physical abundance, having everything that you need, all of your basic needs met. But it feels like something bigger than this. It feels like this is when the timeline jumps off, because then I'm looking at the King of Diamonds. The King of Diamonds will bring you diamonds. The King of Diamonds is someone that is a go-getter when it comes to making financial decisions, financial decisions, things like that. So make sure that you're stepping into this role when this happens. What you can't see coming on the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. The King of Cups represents emotional fulfillment as well. So again, when you're hitting into this Nine of Pentacles with the King energy, it's going to bring you some emotional fulfillment as well. So this is like if you're stressed out about money, stressed out about bills, I'm seeing that this, whatever that situation ends up working out, and you overcoming the situation with the King. And then again with the King on the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at the Three of Cups into the Hermit in reverse. The Three of Cups represents a celebration. The Three of Cups is like celebrating a victory, celebrating a gain after the Nine of Pentacles. So there's going to be some type of celebrating. Maybe this is, again, overcoming something that's been an uphill battle for you. I'm seeing that you're reaching the precipice because, again, the cards are making like a stair step, like you're climbing up in a specific direction. And then we're looking at the Hermit card in reverse. The Hermit card represents looking through the light of wisdom in your life and learning from situations. We're coming in reverse like that. I'm still seeing that there's some type of maybe like a party mentality or party behavior that's taking place that needs to be overcome. Maybe this could be like drinking excessively or whatever that is for you. I'm seeing that the drinking or the celebration is needed, though. It's coming from a place of joy. I'm looking at the Sorrow card in reverse. The sorrow, again, represents like you being drinking because you're trying to drown your sorrows, but this is more like a celebration. So we all celebrate in different ways. You're celebrating a gain. I'm looking at the Lost card in reverse. So there's some, you'll be celebrating some type of gains that's going to be coming up for you. All right, I'm seeing some type of energy enter the timeline. Somebody that's like a antagonist, somebody that's going to make you feel like you don't want to be around them. All right, seeing some type of energy enter in the timeline, like that's creates an imbalance in your life. Maybe this feels like somebody you're attached to, somebody that's through like a family member, somebody that you feel like you have to be attached to. I'm seeing somebody watch you from also, somebody like watching you, watching what you're doing. Somebody's kind of like they're watching you from like a distance. All right, so this could be somebody that you're not talking to, or this could be somebody that you're just not aware of. It doesn't feel like you're aware of it. I'm feeling like an unknown energy, like it's like you're unknown about the situation. We're into the Justice card in reverse. All right, so the Justice card would speak on whatever that situation was with that person is still imbalanced, is still unbalanced. There's a reckoning that needs to take place. I'm also looking at an increase, an energetic increase as well. I'm looking at the Zebra energy. It's a very psychic energy. All right, so I'm looking at, this is an increase in like an awareness, a perception increase. Maybe you're going to be starting to view the reality in a different way. This feels like a shift. It feels like a timeline jump. And again, a timeline jump is where you're in one phase of your life and all of a sudden you make an accelerated jump into like farther down than like where you're trying to get to go. It's like you're working on something, you don't ever feel like you're gonna get there, and then I'm looking at bam, it just fucking happens out of the blue. All right. All right, now I'm looking at you taking attacks on all sides. So this could be like somebody you're connected to is thinking negative thoughts, sending you negative thoughts. All right, so make sure that you're cutting all negative people out of your life. All right, whether this is something that's online or whether this is something that's happening in your 3D space. Make sure you're using your some type of protection, some type of energetic protection. I'm looking at an attack on your messages, on some type of messages, some type of conversation. Maybe there's some type of conversation that takes place, and I'm looking at there like be an attack on that. And I'm looking at the 9 of Cups in reverse. Make sure you're not letting people from the outside influence your decision making, whether this is you making progress in your physical space or at your job. Make sure you're not allowing other people's words to influence what you're doing, whatever it is that you're working on. I'm looking at you still holding on to something. I'm looking at you holding on to something that you know about. Something you know needs to change, something that you're holding on to. Because again, I'm looking at the 5 of Pentacles into the High Priestess, but it's in reversed. All right? So there's something that you haven't let go of, something that you know about, something needs to change. Make sure you're bringing that into balance during this time. Because again, these changes are going to give birth to the future version of yourself coming into the new year, the new cycle. I'm looking at an imbalanced masculine figure in the family. I'm looking at it's the King of Pentacles into the 10 of Pentacles. So there's somebody around you that's a masculine energy that's has a negative pull on your life, a negative polarity or pull on your life. It could be a father role, it could be like a brother, cousin, sister. Whoever this is, it's somebody you need to cultivate out of your life. You need to grab it by the roots and remove them completely. Going forward this month, this is not the time to be meeting new people. If somebody new pops up in your life, you tell them to go fuck themselves, all right? You're not taking anybody from the past this month. You're going to pass on that. I'm looking at a decision, a blind decision that's going to be made. Just to speak on you making a decision that you can't see, but you have multiple options, different directions to go. I'm looking at your path diverge. Oof. Looking at the Death card coming up into the 7 of Cups. All right, I'm looking at a major decision that needs to be made. Either this is a partner or this is somebody toxic in your family that you have a choice that you're going to be making a decision on. You're going to go that direction or you're going to go in this direction. Straight into the Death card, into the 7 of Cups. That's you like manifesting a new direction. All right, we're us going a different direction. So make sure you're open to changes on your path. Make sure you're executing decisions as they come up, not putting them off. I'm looking at a new partnership, partnership being formed. This could be like romantic, or this could be someone like business-wise, or you going to work for somebody. I mean, this could be many things. So looking at the Lovers card, but it's got the 2 on the dice above it, which speaks on a partnership that's going to be forming. Interesting. I'm looking at a partnership with a younger energy. looking at more lessons are coming at you. It's what's needed next on the path. All right, I'm gonna end the reading there. Listen, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Listen, if you like the reading and it resonated with you and you want to get a personal reading, you guys can send me a personal message or send me an email at plantlife512@gmail.com. I'm also teaching telekinesis classes, telepathy class. I teach the basic fundamentals of divination and the basic fundamentals of energy manipulation as well. I also do Reiki. So if you guys have any questions about any of those services, man, shoot me a message and I'll let you know how everything works. All right? You guys enjoy your immortality.